This program is rated suitable for general family viewing.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Throwdown. My name is Sophia. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to prepare fish in coconut sauce and brown ugali with the African nightshade, better known as Managu in our local language. So the ingredients that I'm gonna use are coconut cream as the base ingredient, red onion 1.5, medium sized, coriander, chili flakes, fish curry, and blended tomatoes. So let's get started. Use medium-high heat. Put some oil inside the pan. I prefer 4 tablespoons. Followed by onions. Ensure that the onion is a lot inside the pan because it's a sauce, so it has to be tasty. The sauce has to be tasty, so ensure that the onion is a lot inside the pan. You let it cook until it turns golden brown. Let's add some heat. Fish is one of the non-local meals in our country, and if you don't love fish, I don't know what you love. And so it's served, the fish in coconut sauce is mostly served with ugali, but most people prefer it with rice, so whatever floats your boat. Let the onion cook until it turns golden brown, but you can still add the tomatoes before it cooks completely. This is okay, but I prefer mine to be brown, so we're gonna wait for some 2 minutes or so for it to be okay. Before I add the blended tomatoes, I used 3 tomatoes, medium sized, and I added coriander stems inside because when you use coriander stems, it adds a lot of flavor inside the fish. Then the coriander leaves will be used for garnishing. Remember the stems, a lot of people throw the stems, but for me, I always blend it. Not only for the fish, you can use it to prepare something like minced beef. So just add the stems and then blend it. The meal will be so flavorful. My onion has started turning golden brown, so I'm gonna add the blended tomatoes in the pan. There you go. Now we're gonna use half a tablespoon of salt, Let it cook for a minute or two. Then you're gonna add the spices. I just used 2 spices. That is chili flakes and fish curry powder. Yeah. The chili flakes is optional. You can use it or you cannot use it. So I decided to use half a teaspoon because ukali inaweza kwa mingi. Add the chili flakes, but this is optional. If you're cooking for kids, please don't add this. Wataumia. Then let it simmer for, let's say, a minute. Then we're gonna add the coconut milk. I find coconut milk so interesting because first of all, it's healthy. Second of all, it makes the fish smell so good. If you want, you know, not most, but some of the people that I know don't love the smell of fish. So if you want to get rid of the smell, just add the coconut milk. You can use coconut cream as well. In goes the coconut milk. Stir gently. It smells wonderful. So I'm gonna let it simmer for like 3 minutes as I start preparing for brown ugali. Sounds interesting, right? Yeah. So let's reduce the heat. And then carry on with my ugali will contain maize flour, millet, and a little bit of cassava. I know it's hard to cook, it's challenging, but my mama taught me better. I'm gonna wait until it boils and we'll just carry on and check on the sauce. Remember, as I mentioned before, this is the hardest meal to prepare because a lot of us are used to the processed maize flour, but this is the best thing. First of all, it's so filling when you eat it. Second of all, it's healthy, and I find it the best thing to eat. Yeah, so if you're not tired, as most of us are, just go to the posho mill and ask for it. You'll get it. I find it interesting, and unatumia tu kidogo, usipike mingi. Sawa? Yeah, I guess my sauce is okay now. Then I'm gonna remove some from the pan so that I can slather over the fish after putting it inside the pan. So let me just remove some from the pan. So at this point you want to reduce the heat. Don't eat dry fish all the time. Play around with it. And this is not the should I say the perfect, but I find it one of the best ways to add flavor to fish, the dry fish. Well, some of us love fried fish plain like this with kachumbari on the side, but for me, this is my go-to meal when I need fish in coconut sauce. So in goes the fish. And since the sauce that is inside the pan is not enough, remember I divided some, so just pour on top. See how beautiful it looks? I'm gonna reduce the heat again to low so that it can simmer for like 3 minutes, then turn it over, flip it over rather. Let me check on my water is almost boiling. I wonder how you guys prepare ugali. For me, I just add the flour bit by bit. Some of us wanamwaga yote pamoja. No, don't do that. Ukifanya hivyo, you'll mess up. So to be on the safe side, add bit by bit for it to cook well. Okay? Yes. Something else before I forget, if you find the sauce too thick, you can add some water. Don't add an ocean of water, please. Hatutaki ku resurrect fish. Just add kidogo for it to be thick and tasteful, yeah? So my water is boiling already. So this is the flour that I was talking about. Bit by bit, remember that part. Stir gently. If you find it boiling like inakupeleka haraka, just reduce the heat, but I guess mine is okay because this is the medium heat that I'm using. And since this is Kenyan staple food, I mean, you guys should know how to prepare ugali in all ways. Usijilimit. Again, add some flour. It's almost ready, guys. This is not hard to cook. Sijui mbona watu hawapendi kupika ugali ya brown. That thing disturbs me a lot, ladies. The benefit of adding the flour bit by bit is you won't find the lumps inside the ugali the time you're eating. We need a soft ugali. It's almost getting ready, so I'm gonna nitaifunika for like 2 minutes ndio ikwe sawa as I check on my fish. I know it's cooked already. Wow. So it's time to flip it over for the other side too. The main reason why I just did this is because for me, I find dry fish not so tasty, so this is the main purpose. But guys, venye tu utataka kukula fish yako, do it your way, yeah? So the last part, I'm gonna add the coriander. Remember, use the stems. Please remember everything that I said. Stems go first as you start preparing the fish, then the leaves go last for garnishing and for the fish to taste nice. So you sprinkle some on top. The remaining one we'll use for garnishing on the plate. And it's ready, just like that, it's ready. So I'm gonna check on my ugali. Let me switch off the heat now. A little bit messy, but it's okay. Oh. Turn off the heat. Yeah. Presentation is always important. Make sure that your plate looks good when you're presenting a meal. I mean, when you're presenting it, the more it looks good, the tastier it looks, yeah? So I'm gonna add the fish on the plate. A bit tricky, you have to be careful. Patience is everything right here. I prepared the managu ahead of time, so I'm gonna add it on my plate. With this, first of all, I boiled the managu for like 5 minutes. After boiling, I drained the excess water, and then I just used the red onions, 1 bulb, to prepare it with mafuta tu kidogo. Let's push this on this side a little bit. And just like that, guys, you have your meal. It's healthy, it's easy to prepare. Usiogope ku try out new things, because healthy meals go a long way, okay? And you remember, eat well, be well. That's all we had for today, guys. This is a whole meal, it's healthy. Na usiogope kupika. Kupika ni rahisi sana. Just follow the instructions and you'll go a long way. Remember, eat well, be well. And find me on Instagram at Miss Sophia Gym, Twitter, Miss Sophia, Facebook, Miss Sophia Gym. Until next time, au revoir. Let me go dig in.
For your fish in coconut sauce, you will need 1 tablespoon of fish curry, 1 teaspoon of chili flakes, a bunch of coriander, a dash of salt, 2 onions, 3 blended tomatoes, and 1 cup of coconut cream.